Hey guys, welcome back to the Aviator Zone. As you can imagine, I'm back in LA. It seems like everything I do on R1900, by the way, R1800 is reserve period. So my reserve period begins at 7 to 9 a.m. in the morning. Everything I get on R1900 is LA overnights or San Pedro Sula turns down to the jungle, but all I do is LA and down to the jungle. That's basically it. So I have a double overnight in LA. This is my second night, and today we're going to be talking about the question I get asked the most, and that's my favorite destination. My favorite destination, usually when people ask me that, the first thing I say is Miami, and it's true. I love Miami, I love the weather, I love the people, I love the food, and it's home for me, so I always want to go back home. But if I really have to pick my favorite destination, I would have to say it's probably going to be DC for now, and maybe Seattle. I really haven't been to Seattle, but every time I go to Seattle, I fall in love with Seattle. Usually by the time I get there, it's right about golden hour, so sunset setting behind the mountains, just coming in right at when it's starting to get dark, and it's just amazing. I love Seattle. I haven't had any bad weather, and usually everybody complains about the weather in Seattle, that it's always overcast and it's always raining. Well, the past few times I've been there has been beautiful, so I really want to go to Seattle and explore Seattle, so I can't wait to have an overnight there, but we'll see if I ever get one on R1900, because everything I get, again, is LA. They always tease me and they make me do a turn over to Seattle, which is what I did last night, but most of the time, I'm in LA, and I like LA. Long Beach is pretty cool overnight, but you kind of get tired of it. I kind of want to do some other stuff, and definitely Seattle will be cool. So why DC? I love DC. DC for me is like, it's clean. The people are pretty cool. Everybody's intelligent. Okay, maybe not everybody's intelligent, but you could always have a good conversation with people in DC. And I don't know, it's like our base of our country, and walking around is cool. All the museums are free. So you definitely have a lot to do when you have a DC overnight. Whereas if you go somewhere else, you're kind of stuck and you can't really walk anywhere because it's long distances. So yeah, I would say DC would probably be my number one. Number two, Seattle, and just because I haven't explored it, but I'm sure after I explore Seattle, it'll make that number one on the list. The other question is, what do I do on my overnights? And a lot of the times, you'll be surprised, I usually stay in. Sometimes I go out. I prefer to go out, but there's not really much to do in a lot of places other than go to a bar and have a drink with your flight crew. And sometimes you get bored of that. I kind of want to explore. I want to go hiking. I want to do like cool stuff, not just stay in my room or go to a bar. And most of the time that's the option. And then depending on what time you get in, it limits a lot of what you can do. And sometimes I get in at midnight, so by the time you get in at midnight, there's pretty much the only thing that's open is a bar. I wish I can do a lot more exploring than what I actually get to do. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave your comments and questions in the section below, and I'll be more than happy to make a video for you. See ya.